Welcome to TechNOW. I'm your host, John Reid, and we continue our series of Women in Tech. What sort of experiences can you look forward to by being part of Canada's innovation sector? We're joined by Sarah Sajedi, who is the CEO and Director of R&D for ERA Environmental Management Solutions, a new member of our Leadership Council, a Sara Kirke winner for Entrepreneurship. So Sarah, can you share with us some of your perspectives on career and opportunity?
Common thing, kids come out of school and they feel like they all want to be entrepreneurs, and that's great, but I think it's more what you need to think about is where do you want to go in life? What do you want to be? And how can you accomplish it? If you follow that, eventually you will fall into the right path of entrepreneurship, and if you're an entrepreneur-minded person. But you have to also learn from other people's experience. So the day I graduated from university, I didn't start to become an entrepreneur. I actually worked as a consultant and worked in laboratories because I was a chemist to gain experience and see what's life like. Is there things out there that I like, which ones I like, which ones I don't like. So that's why people who go for co-ops, one of my kids right now, he's a co-op in Waterloo, and I really admire that. I think it's good because you get to experience different jobs and find out your career path. And career path should be based on happiness. You should be really happy in what you do, and you should care about what you do, and should have a passion. When you have a passion for something, that's when the true entrepreneur is born. When you figure out what you're passionate about, people who are passionate about something, they can do better and they go above and beyond the norm, and that's where the distinction comes, and then you can actually start creating something. But there is time to stop and think about that.
So Sarah, passion, enthusiasm. What I'd like to do is give you some final words. If you had one critical piece of guidance that you could give us in terms of women in tech or entrepreneurship, because again, people ask questions, what would be sort of the one crystal that you would provide as guidance, as being a mentor? What would that be?
I think having some patience in what you do, and if you set your goal and give it time and don't be impatient. Most of the time, patience is what it takes to actually succeed in something and make your dreams come true. And the dream normally is to become an entrepreneur. But the time span, it takes time to get these things done, and there's nothing overnight. So I think people usually fail because they fail to understand that what they're setting to do cannot be accomplished within 6 months or a year. It may be a lifelong challenge of working toward it. So I think they need to have a lot of patience if they want to become an entrepreneur.
Well, Sarah Sajedi, CEO and Director of R&D for ERA Environmental Management Solutions, thank you for joining TechNOW. Thank you for your leadership, and thank you for taking your time to help set role models for women.